Hello Penguinos, and welcome back to another video on the survival world. It has been quite some time since we were last here, and I have some cool things planned for today's episode. For a while, I've talked about building a copper factory over on this island, and today we are doing just that. Now, this video took a long time to make, so if you enjoy it, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. On to the video. We are finally back. And oh, it feels good to be back in the survival world after so long. There's our beautiful tower. And just beyond the city, right below me, is where we are going to be building the copper factory. And oh, look at my doggy. I forget what I named him. But he's here, wagging his tail. Oh, adorable. I thought I had two. I don't know where the other one is, but we have this one. Also, Happy New Year's to everybody, because I think by the time this video gets posted, it will be 2024. So Happy New Year. Anyways, we have some work to do. I made a quick little outline here of cobblestone where we are going to build a wall, and then this will be the dock for the copper factory, which will be right here. And we're gonna clear out this area to make the water from here go into here, and then we can put the boat in there, that boat, so it can back up into here and fill up at the copper factory. That's what is happening here today. But before we do anything, we need to do a quick mining trip because we need more cobblestone, we need more stone, we need more andesite, and all that other good stone stuff. So the first thing we're doing is we're gonna grab our pickaxe and go to sleep because it's nighttime actually. Now that it's daytime, we can head right over to this mining hole I made a while ago and get to work. And after that, we should have enough stone. Now it's time to head over here and start clearing out all of this land. Now we can remove the cobblestone outline we made and start adding some texture. Then, to give the wall a little more depth and texture, I went along adding some wood, making kind of like a frame around the entire dock. And once that's all finished, it's time to go back into the mines and get a bunch of granite. And then we also need some clay. And there you have it, the first part of the project is done. Now the idea and what we're going for is we have this little indent in the dock and the boat pulls up into here. And then we're gonna have the factory right here. We're gonna have a giant door here where they would be able to bring stuff out of the factory, bring it down here and load it onto the boat. So what we're going to be doing is making a giant entrance here, and it's going to be a really big factory type thing. But before we do that, we need to head over to our village and check on our copper farm, which isn't much of a farm, and it's just copper kind of sitting here. But we're going to need this copper. And we also are getting low on bread, so let's get more wheat. I really need to find a better food source. Back in the mines once again to get more copper. And I was using my Silk Touch pickaxe, so let's just place this back. Okay, that's better. And into the furnace, the copper goes. And as we wait for the copper to smelt, we can head down to our XP farm and repair our tools and armor. And let's place these copper blocks, and then we can wait for them to oxidize, and we'll be back later. Now we can head back to the factory. What we're going to do real quick is now make a quick outline of what we want for the factory, and I'm going to start by placing a polished andesite here for where we want the doors to be. Then we're going to go ahead and add some granite and bricks for the walls, and we're going to go out about 5 blocks and then place 4 polished granite there, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. And we can follow this pattern for the walls all the way around the factory. Over on this side building here, we're gonna add doors right here and then doors right over here. And then we're going to need a bunch of spruce, so it's time to go find a tree. And if we could land right here, and then it's time to start chopping. And we will put spruce logs here right there for the entrance, and those will be for the door. And now that we have the outline of the factory done, we can start building. I have no more fireworks left, so I'm gonna quickly head over to my creeper farm and hope we can find some fireworks. And let's see, we have 2. Nice. Let's also go ahead and make a shield because people have been wondering why I don't have one. And to be honest, I don't know. Then get some sugarcane, and now we can make more fireworks. Now we need to find all of our beehives and try to get some honeycombs out of them so we can this one has nothing. Okay, perfect. I guess we can go to the other one. And here we are, and there's nothing here. And we started a raid. I forgot I had bad omen. Oh no. Surely there has to be some in my greenhouse. Yes, we can get some honeycombs from here. Then we can start waxing our copper. Oh no, I forgot to put the campfire down. Oh no, now the bees are angry. I'm sorry, bees. I'm sorry, I'm running away. Please, don't hurt me. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Now we can replace this little area with copper. We can also add some nice detailing with the roof by adding in different types of deep slate. And let's get some natural sunlight into the factory by adding windows on the roof. And now it's time to build a crane. And there we go, a simple crane so they can load copper into the boat. Now I want to try making some sort of storage container that we can fill the factory with. So first we're going to go here with wood and make kind of like a pallet. Then we can use a blue concrete powder. So then when I add the water to it, it becomes concrete and it's a different color blue and it looks kinda cool. And for some more detail, let's add some signs and a few buttons. And just like that, I think we have a really nice storage container design. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a few more of these and see what it looks like. Oh, and I'm really happy with how this looks. This is looking really good. Now I wanna try adding some beams up there and then maybe having another storage container hanging from the ceiling, kind of like it's on a crane system being moved around. So let's get to building. And there we go, I'm really happy with that. Storage containers in the factory, check. Now, to give the factory another purpose, we are going to make a ton of chests. And then we can fill up this little building here. Oh, gotta kill all the creepers and enemies first. Now we can start filling up this room with a bunch of chests, and this will be another giant storage room for me. I'll probably keep all of my copper here. Large factory storage room, also check. Finally, we can go around adding small piles of barrels, chest, and copper to add a little more detail to the factory. I am very happy with how this factory turned out. Oh, it's looking great. Let me go kill this spider real quick. And this skeleton. I'm really liking these storage containers. I think they look great. Eventually, we'll probably add more. but for now, I think this is really good. This is a good start. And the windows are great up there. Add some nice sunlight, and I think it works really well. We also added some different piles of stuff with chests and barrels and other copper. And then I also added this thing that looks kind of like a vent. And then it also that up there. It just kind of looks cool. The acacia wood goes really well with copper because it's orange, and I think it works really well. We also have a little cart over here. They could be filling it up or removing stuff from it, dropping it off here, and then getting ready to put it on the boat or do whatever they want with it. Eventually, we will make the quarry over there, and then we can have this all connected, and I think it'll be really, really cool. But for now, this is the factory, and I think it turned out so good. The smokestacks are really cool, and I love having this over here now with the storage area, because I have plenty of storage now, and we all know I need more storage. I'm gonna probably put all my copper in here, and it's gonna be so good to use. Oh, so excited and can't wait. Also, I think all of this copper is gonna oxidize and it's gonna become green, but that's fine. But here we are. This is the factory. We finally built it. It's been so long, so many episodes I've been talking about doing it, and we finally did it. Oh, it's good. So happy with it. But we still have some work to do. Our fun continues. I am out of arrows, so I can't fly. So we're gonna walk there. Over here in the city, once you leave the city, you go over this wooden bridge, and then right past this bridge, the path kind of just disappears. There's no more path. And then you have to just kind of find your way all the way over to the village over here where there's another path. So to fix this issue, I think it's time we connect the two paths. So we need to make a path go from the city all the way over to, the pathway that starts right up here that brings you up this mountain, right to here. So the first thing we need to do is dig out where the path is gonna be. So I guess it's time to start digging. This is so much better. Finally, the city and the village are now connected and feel more like they're in the same world. And over here, we ended up doing a little bit of terraforming by making this cliff look more like an actual cliff and not just some dirt. And I think it's a really nice place for the path to go through. You walk up this way, cuts around this corner. You have a wandering trader guy here. Hello, sir. And then walking this way, we built this bridge over this little tiny kind of ravine thing. And this gives me a really good idea with this waterfall. I would love to terraform this waterfall and have it go down into this ravine and then make like a little river that goes this way and that connects up to this big river. But this would be super cool to terraform all of this and make it look really nice with the waterfall. But once you walk over this nice bridge, the path continues, and I think this is another really cool thing right here. Right when you go over the bridge, you can see the tower peeking right over the trees right there, and even going through the clouds, which is another really, really cool look. Just seeing it appear from the fog really is kind of mysterious, but puts into perspective how tall it is and how big it is, and I really like that. You can even start to see the hill that it's on and the cliff over there, and then just peeking over there you can see the castle. And then as you walk towards the city, the tree line kind of blocks your view of it, because then once you get right up to the city, then you can finally see it, and it's kind of like it just all presents itself all at once. So that's really nice. I really like that. This is a really nice thing to have. I'm glad we got the path done. The world feels a lot more connected now, but I want to add another detail to this path to make this place feel more alive. And that's where this little circle thing comes into play. But before we get working on that, I need a few blocks. Alright, so we are going to place some stone walls here. We'll add in some mossy ones too. Then we could put another one right here, and then build up about 1, 2, 3, we'll go up 4. That there. Then some trapdoors. Then we can put a lantern on this one, and then here we're gonna put a sign there, and a hanging sign like that. And then maybe another one right there. But this is where you guys come in because I need some names for the village over there and for the city here. So then when we're in the city here, we can put on the sign the name of that village and pointing in that direction to go there. So if you guys have any names for the city or the village, please leave it in the comments and I will pick the one I like the most. And that's what we will put on these signs here. Now I'm going to go ahead and build another one of these posts way over there at the other end of the pathway. And there we go, we have another post right here, and I think that is going to wrap up this video. We got a lot of work done, a lot of cool stuff done. I love the factory. The path over here now is really awesome. Super happy to get that in here. And we have so many plans for future episodes. And don't worry, I did not forget about the poll I put in the Discord asking you guys what I should build next. So expect that in maybe the next episode. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe because it helps me out a bunch. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Commandernate out.